Welcome to our live. Benny, be quiet.
He is toying everything, that's why.
Say hi.
I have to post that we're live. Welcome to our live stream. We haven't gone live on this channel in quite some time.
You are on our dishwasher right now.
That's what noise is. In case you were wondering. There was a change of plans.
Because I didn't realize you have to activate your channel to go live.
So our vlog channel is not activated to go live. So once this is over, Lou's gonna download it and then post it on our vlog channel. Because that's what the video was supposed to be. We're doing a live for like the new year and everything because we won't see you until after the new year. And it didn't end up working, unfortunately.
But we're going to download it and then upload it.
Yeah, so if you don't see this, or if you want to watch it again, you just burn me. It'll be up on our sister's channel, which is the DFM vlog channel type thing. So go check that once it's over. But yeah, Lou is making cookies right now. They're gluten free. Can't wait to see you guys April 3rd with Fozzie. Ooh, yay! Can't wait. Wait, gotta wait a whole year before we see you again. Oh my word.
Yes.
Well, we were talking about on YouTube. We won't
Hello,
be seen, like there won't be a YouTube upload until after the new year. Oh no, Luke is sick. Oh no.
Oh goodness.
Hi, watermelon cannoli.
Hello. Love the hat. Thank you.
What is that? You sounded so country. Thank you.
Here for the Virginia show. Ooh. Is everyone, if you're going on the Fozzie tour, comment down what state that you're going to show up to them.
All of them?
Or if you're going to multiple, you can put multiple states.
And just says hi, Lou. Lou got this shirt for Christmas.
Hello, Dude Money. Hello, Kyra.
I'm refunding my tickets. Why?
No, we're great.
I go to Wendy's.
Pennsylvania, Wisconsin.
You don't even have money?
Michigan and
Delaware,
Northern
New
Indiana.
Jersey, Pennsylvania.
VIP has been purchased for the show. Aw, snap. I can't wait for the next Flutter show, right? Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start this week's video.
Tips Frog Face Fedora.
This is supposed to be on our other channel, but
If I saw a frog themed fedora, that would be great.
they probably
What?
make one.
A frog themed fedora.
Oh wait,
You know how
I
epic that would
use
be?
berets and fedoras.
Hello, Mr. Will.
But yeah, so we're going to do 22
CNPS.
things to do or try in 2022.
Maggie has a list.
I have the list on my computer, that's why we're looking over here. Because 22 things is a lot to memorize in a short amount of time. So, oh, the tie shirt.
Thank you.
Jacob Swisher made it for us, so.
Over, look.
Alright, so, if you tell me to go to the gym, then you better motivate me too. Listen, that one is not even on this, okay? That's not even on this.
You should go to the gym though.
But yeah.
I go to the gym. We get gains.
So these are all not like super crazy things. These are just things that you can try. And it's not like, go to Mount Everest and travel the world. It's like very
You can't.
relatable
That'd
stuff.
be pretty sick.
It would be pretty cool, but it's stuff that's realistic. That's what we're trying to say. It's 22 realistic things that you can probably get done.
Me.
Alright, so should we just go down the list or
Yeah.
should we explain them?
We just go down the list.
Alright, number 1. Try new food.
Try new food. So what would
Questions.
our examples be? What is a food I have not tried?
If you'd like to try Quest protein chips, these are the bomb.com.
What is a new food we could try? We eat a lot of
We eat
like
a lot of different
variety
foods.
of food.
I want to try the Japanese curry though. I really want to try that because
Oh yeah.
I haven't. I'm surprised we haven't eaten that before. So I would like to try that.
Indian food.
And there's a curry restaurant right by our house.
Oh.
That new one that has a food truck. We need to try it.
Oh yeah.
So, there we go. Alright, number 2, go on a daily walk. Not only Is the sun good for you because it helps your vitamin
How long
D
they do
and
it?
everything?
That's what I just can fit into your schedule.
It's just go outside for a little bit because it helps with your happiness because vitamin D does boost your serotonin and everything and helps your brain learn how to be happy again. But also, physical exertion is really good for your mental health and for just helping you get like pent up energy out. Like especially if you work from home, take a second, go outside and just
Rain.
breather.
If you have dietary
Not very
restrictions, please. This is
I went to the bathroom. No, you need to go outside. Touch the grass. All right, number 3. Drink water every day. This is something that I struggle with because
I know so many homies out there.
water is boring.
My word, Andrew.
So I got these things that we learned about on tour, and they're little like hydration packets, and they're little. They look like the Crystal Lights, but they're actually good for you. And you dump them in your water, and it helps hydrate you. But they make it taste like something. So I get the lemonade one because I think water is really boring. So it makes me drink it because like, oh, this is good. And I get a really big bottle, so I have to finish it. And that way I'm not drinking like 5 of the small little plastic bottles. I just drink the one big one, and that's good enough for me.
I don't struggle drinking water. That's tough. Good man.
I'm like,
Oh my goodness.
all right. Number 4. Try a new hobby. It can be anything. Are they hydration IV? Yes.
What is a new hobby I could do? Oh, I'm gonna join my church's praise team. So it's like a new hobby thing.
New hobby. If you've never tried drawing, try drawing. If you've
A lot of people are
never,
getting into crochet.
yeah, that's a
and
big
sewing.
one.
Crochet.
Yeah, it's a big thing on
We like-
TikTok. Everyone crochets their own tops now.
Yeah. Hats, shirts, mittens,
Yeah.
socks.
Music. If you never tried writing music,
Oh,
playing
yeah.
music,
Or
trying
writing
instruments,
lyrics.
singing. What else?
I
You
have
try
enough right now.
Animating things.
We're gonna get ready to do something new.
Our friend
We have a
Daniel
whole list.
taught himself how to like animate stuff, and he did his whole video like 3D animation, and he said it was not very hard once he like got over the learning curve. So, try a new hobby. I just bought new yarn tonight. You're a step ahead. There you go. Oh yeah, Doug's not learning the guitar. He already got the guitar, so you
Yes.
have no choice now. You've already taken the first
Right?
step.
Hold me to it. Everyone has to message Doug. Make sure he
Every single day. Did you play guitar yet?
Hello, coming home.
All right, number 5.
Oh, just picked up disc golf. I don't think I could ever do that. I was never good with.
I can't figure out how to throw them right.
yeah.
What's disc golf?
I was
It's
never
like,
good with
frisbee.
coordination.
It's kind of like
Like
frisbee, but
frisbee.
like the actual sport instead of just throwing a frisbee.
Like you know those golf.
Like you know,
discs?
Oh,
they
like a
have
trinity.
yeah, they have the like fence things. You have to throw them in there.
It's freezing cold where you are. Oh my goodness. It's pretty normal here, but I think it's weird. Everywhere it's pretty much in the 60s.
If you'd like,
Strange
you can
weather.
join our Clash of Clans.
That's a new hobby.
That is true. I am running my own Clash of Clans group, and we are doing
Why does this make
pretty
it look like I
well.
have a neck tattoo?
Everyone said that. It looks like you have a neck tattoo. All right, number 5. Listen to a new music genre. If you're bored or if you think music is stale, try a new genre. If it's something you never thought you would listen to, especially that, find somebody that a lot of people like and give it a chance, and then find something that is very like underrated and give that a chance
Find
too.
something that everyone hates.
Oh,
and
it's
then
cool,
you'll
Garrett. You
love
should
it.
get a guitar. You should.
So like, if you never thought you would ever listen to rap, find somebody that like the aesthetic fits you, and then maybe listen to that. And if you don't like it, that's okay. But at least you tried to like broaden your horizons. You don't have to listen to it.
Rain just does
100%.
everything. I've listened to them all already. Oh my goodness.
All right, number 6. Read at least one book. It could be a manga,
Scott. I
It
love
can be-
Scott. Oh my goodness.
any type of book. Read at least one. It helps your brain. It doesn't matter if you hate it. You never have to read another book again. But at least you have tried to read a book. It's good for your brain. It helps prevent Alzheimer's. Join our book club. GFM has a book club.
Maggie, it literally, I still comment how cool the book title is. The
Spine Breakers.
It's literally so cool.
But yeah, they make books about literally every single thing. So you can.
Does the Bible count? It does count.
It does count.
But you need to read more than a chapter a day.
So you can find anything like that you're interested in, and then find
Just run
a
the
book
club.
about it.
What if you did the Bible and it took you a whole
Oh,
year to
Lord.
get there?
I've been trying to read my Bible the entire year to take me. I'm still not done with
Well,
it.
what
I
if you-
started like the first week of January last
This is off
this
topic,
year.
but what if you did like a book, like you read, we're gonna read through Ruth, and you did like
Sure.
something like that. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's our book club. Maggie also, oh, I can finally tell. I bought Maggie a really cool like abstract looking shelf. So it's not just like a
bookshelf.
square bookshelf. It's different kind of shapes within these like old burnt wood, but it's not necessarily. Like,
It's just very like dark wood.
It's like a cheap wood, so it's not like
It's particle board.
Yeah, that's what it's called. But it looks really good, and I put it all together, and it took me about 2.5 hours. I'm a carpenter. I was so funny. I was like, oh, I'm literally like the person from IKEA that puts the furniture together.
Oh my word.
But it had a little Allen wrench, and it was so difficult because I had to nail or just like screw in. I don't even know how many nails. Like it was a lot. When I first looked at it, I was like, oh goodness.
She did not know what she was going to do. But yeah, I went to Barnes & Noble today because they have the 50% off all
I got
hardbacks.
more books. If you understand how many books that she has, it's unbelievable. She has a whole wall is a library shelf, and they're stacked. They're not like organized nice.
I used to
they're
have them
stacked.
this way. I have to stack them this way because I ran out of room. And so now I have a separate shelf for my books that I need to finish
The
reading.
bookshelf I bought her is 5 feet tall and 3 feet wide. And she has already filled it.
Now there's like half of it.
But those are the ones she hasn't read yet. And she has that many. And she's already like read through it like in a day.
Can I rent books for you? No, listen, okay, so Barnes & Noble literally had 50% off today and yesterday only, and you had to go in store.
I can show, oh my word, I can show what I got. Or should I wait, should I post it?
What?
The book I got today.
Oh, you can show it.
So
So I was going to get sequels because I'm like, okay, so some of these that I have are the first books and they're in hardback and I hate when they don't match up. So I was just gonna be like, okay, they're cheaper, I'll just get the sequels. That'll be way better instead of me having to be like, oh, well, the paperback's cheaper, I'll just get them so they don't match. Everything is sold out. I had to get 2 books that were like at the very bottom of my TBR because I wanted to get some. I had a gift card, so.
Lila, I want your favorite reaction.
Okay, guys. So, there is a section that they redid books to make them look
It's like the collector's editions books.
like super old and like
It's just called
royal.
they're the collector's editions.
Super cool looking. Okay, I'm gonna get a. I'll show everyone, then I'll
Just show
open
them
it.
with this, and then so
Okay,
you can keep going.
and I read this. I was like, no way.
No shot.
It's the Holy Bible.
Look how big it is.
Look at this, guys. I'm gonna post this on my Facebook, and if you comment under it, you're like, here from the live, because I'm gonna post
That's
it.
wild.
But
Oh,
isn't
my
it
word.
like majestic? It is the
It's
King
cool.
James version too.
Kim said I want one. They're in Barnes & Noble.
It's so cool. Like I feel like I'm a royal princess reading, or like a royal scribe reading from this Bible.
Oh,
I was opening there. I was like, this is literally looks like. Alright, do you want to go to the next one?
Yeah.
Royalty.
Okay. Next one. Number 7. Make a homemade meal once a week. This is good for your health. It also helps you be a little more creative. It helps you get in your kitchen and not eat processed foods
pictures in
or junk food and stuff. And home cooked meals are really they are the cure for the soul. Sometimes.
Home cooking, literally, it reminds me of I got some pagan book. Cool.
They look like this.
Probably.
Home cooking is pretty easy too. There's some pretty easy recipes out there.
It teaches you to learn your taste through your own, like through spices, and so 1, you learn how to cook. 2, you learn how to cook for yourself that you actually like.
Yeah.
And then 3, it makes you try new things and also try to be healthy too because you realize what's going in your body.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not hard. It's super. A lot of people think it's super hard to cook. As long as you get a recipe that's really simple, you can start with simple things. You don't have to make this elaborate, like 5-course meal.
Listen to this.
Oh my word.
But
Yeah, there's simple recipes you can find online, and yeah, that's not it. Okay.
Just go to Barnes & Noble and they have it.
What's the next one?
Number 8 is grow a plant.
Does McDonald's count?
It is plants give you oxygen.
No.
It's good for your
Ooh,
home.
you should get one of those the fly traps. Those are
The
fun to
Venus
have.
flytraps, yeah, they're really cool. And plus, it helps you like have the responsibility of taking care of something, and it gives you the ownership. And you're like, I raised this.
Oh yeah, they watched Lulu. She twitched. She made something, and Brado said that it didn't look that hard, so he's gonna try.
Stupid number.
Get a pet.
Number 9 is kind of similar. Get a pet. If you've always wanted a pet, do it.
But
This year is a year
please
for it.
research. I saw this
Yeah,
one
do a
thing
lot of
Carly
research.
posted. They're like lizards and all the
reptiles and stuff.
Yeah. Do
They
you
take
I
a
think
lot of-
Carly's on here? Do you actually sell lizards and
I
animals
think she
there?
just watches.
Because I thought she sold.
Make sure
she
you
goes
know
to the
what you're doing
conventions.
before you
Yeah.
get a plant.
But make
Yeah,
sure you
she
do your
definitely said,
research.
Don't just buy just
Yes.
to buy.
And getting a pet, it does not just mean getting a dog. No, you can't have Frankie.
No.
There's hedgehogs, there's guinea pigs, there's jellyfish, there's actual fish, pigs,
No
there's
pets for
reptiles, little tiny animals. But everything has very specific needs, so make sure you do your research
Make
before
sure
you
you
do
are
that.
financially ready for it. Too.
Yeah.
Pet
Not,
rock.
if
We
you're
are
not
on
in a
pet
place where
rock.
you can either physically or financially take care of a pet, don't do that. Be very responsible and think of yourself before, because it's going to hurt if you lose a pet.
That's
on top
why
of that.
you can get a pet rock. You don't have to feed them. You don't have to give them
You
water.
get one of those
crabs.
You can take them with
hermit
you
crabs, but what are
everywhere.
those things you got, Christopher?
Sea
Little
monkeys?
Sea monkeys. Get sea monkeys, so you can try. Start with a sea monkey.
What? No, what's number 10?
Tom?
Number
No.
10.
No.
Go to the doctor. There's so many people that we have heard that we are either friends with or related
I love
to.
snakes.
They don't go to the doctor and they end up getting very, very sick out of something that could have been dealt with because they don't want to go to the doctor.
Thank you, Skilla.
Going to the doctor can be scary, but sometimes you just gotta do it. Get your
It's
checkup.
on 2022. Go to the doctor.
Or you can grow
Just-
your own herbs and you can be holistic and you can make home
But
remedies.
get checked up by the doctor, especially if there's something that you're like, oh, I should probably get that checked out.
Right, all these stuff they touching me.
Oh my
Go to the doctor.
That's funny.
Okay, number 11. Take a day trip once a month.
Once a month?
Yes.
How much money
People-
you got?
Day trip doesn't have to be like going all the way to Atlanta or something. Like it can be literally going 10 minutes from here and going someplace
That is
new
true.
on a day trip. That way you're out of the house, you're going to new places. The pandemic has scared a lot of people where they're not leaving their houses to like take time off or anything. So it's very important to get out. So even if it's just once a month, it doesn't have to be something super expensive. You can literally go to a park that's 20 minutes away.
Doug said that if you to get a year, I think I can't remember, yearly or monthly checkup, and he said that his work actually gives him bonuses for doing that.
See,
That's
He said it's really beneficial too.
yes.
I haven't seen Doc since 2018.
Oh my goodness, you need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
All right,
What's that?
number 12.
Try to make a new friend.
Try to make a new friend, which is very hard.
That can
especially
be online as well.
Yeah, online. It can be in person. It can be at your work.
It
It
can
can
be
be
at a GFM show.
at a GFM show. And it can be very scary sometimes, and it's hard to talk to new people. But you have the entire year to try and make a friend. And if you find one person that you're trying to talk to, you have the entire year to get to know them
So
and everything. This should be easy enough.
What about
So,
going to Canada?
Just one. You don't have to make a million.
We should soon. Fun fact. We actually I can't say it.
No, you
No,
don't
you
have
can't
to.
say that.
No.
All right. Number 13. Try a foreign recipe. So if you like constantly make food for yourself and everything, this is super interesting because it helps broaden your horizons of like cooking stuff because you can get into like a rut of cooking the same thing over and over again. So just pick like a random
Protein thing.
country that you are not
Protein
from, and then you can make that. If you're not from America, make something that is completely American.
Make
If you're
protein
not
waffles.
from like Japan, make something like completely like a Japanese recipe. If you're not from like Ireland, make an Irish recipe. There are so many, like, what is it called?
Dudes, we're cooks.
Ew, no, don't eat crickets. I got heaps of recipes for you guys. Listen, if you have foreign recipes, give them to us.
What are that never dawned on me. Is there like Australian food? Like there's Asian food?
Vegemite?
You just survive with a giant.
No, okay. Number 14, take a community class. I've always wanted to do this. They have so many different, like, a lot of community colleges have them, or just your communities sometimes will
What
host
country has a
them.
stick of butter?
Oh my word. They'll just host
Everyone
them.
uses butter.
So they do like paint classes, they do art classes, they do like
There's a
some places
dumpling
do
making class.
yoga. There's a dumpling making class. Public sometimes if you're in an area
No,
of Publix,
Maddie.
they have like cooking classes.
I'm saying like, you know how there's Asian food, and then there's American food,
Mexican food.
Mexican food. Is there Australian food?
Or
Obviously, you guys have food.
Vegemite, kangaroo, emu. He can say that because he's from Australia. Alright. Number 15. Get that haircut that you've always wanted. Just do it. Chop your hair off if you really want to.
Public school.
If you want bangs, do it. Take
True
a step.
damper.
Make sure you think long and hard about it though.
Butter.
If it's something you've been wanting for a long time, just do it. Take the step. Get layers if you never had layers.
In Australia, you are the food. Yeah, because the spiders and crocodiles eat you.
Alright.
Kangaroos are good. You eat kangaroo? Don't lie to me. That's
Never
so
getting a
sad.
haircut ever again. Haven't got one since I
I
found
just trimmed my hair
Jim
yesterday. Jennifer is ahead of the game.
I'm getting a haircut in January. There you go.
Crocodile pies are pretty good.
We
What?
gator tail here.
We make pie? Like
Like the meat pies.
yeah, what are the
Mince pies?
no, what am I trying to say?
I don't think anyone knows.
No, those pies with the potatoes and peas.
Chicken pot pie?
Yeah, chicken pot pie.
Crocodile pot pie?
A lot of different. Is it bread?
Bread?
Are you saying they're from Australia or just you like a lot of different bread?
Alright, number
I do like a lot of
16.
bread.
Call your family once a month.
I already
It's very
have the
important.
Kevin Young hairstyle. Nice.
It's very important to stay in contact with your family.
I know how the bangs look so good on you too.
And sometimes, you know, hardships get in the way and little things can happen to where you don't talk to your family for like 3 years. Call your family.
Because it probably
Sad.
just
If you don't
needed some
talk to 'em.
time. It probably just needs some time.
Honestly, if you like haven't talked to your family, chances are both of you guys want to talk to each other. The other person is just waiting for the other person to reach out.
Oh yes, also Brado grow your hair out so you can get a mullet. So you can be the mullet gang with Maddie. It happens with our family. We get really heated and it just needs to
Oh,
have
Simon.
to have some
Simon
time.
is one who said that.
Oh.
Breads are from Germany.
Oh my word. German food. I love German food. We'll get really mad at each other and be like, we'll butt heads and then we'll have some time and we'll reevaluate the situation. We'll come together and we realize like how, not even like sometimes like, oh, the situation was so stupid. Like, well, no, we just need some time just to see each other's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just work it out. But
Alright, number 17.
doing this quick game.
Learning a new language. That can be
I'm
very
learning
daunting
sign
task.
language.
We have wanted to learn sign language for like 3 years
I'm
now.
learning sign language this year.
Because it's very hard to communicate on stage,
I would love
but
to
also we have met
You're
people
like, you're trying to wait when you're doing it. There's no way you're
we
hearing.
have a lot of people that are in the fan base that
Mhm.
can only use sign language to communicate.
Yeah.
And it'd be really cool to be able to like fluently be able to understand.
Is
someone
anyone on
talking.
here that knows some sign language?
It might be
That'd
kind
really
of
cool.
difficult if they have to. Oh, did you say just like they just know it?
Well, they know some of it or have ever like taken a class.
That's true.
I
I
think
started learning
sign language would be
Japanese,
cool.
but Duolingo started to threaten my family. I'm good with English and the little German I know. Oh, that's true. You know German.
I
A bit of sign
know.
language.
Ich liebe dich. Hopefully, Simon, did I say that right? Probably not. It means I love you in German.
I know how to say hi in sign language. I don't know that, so. Waving at people. Alright. Number 18. Host a gaming night with long distance friends. This is very.
We do that on
important.
Patreon. So if
We
you want to
do-
join our Patreon, we can do it.
We do it on Patreon, but we also do it in our personal life as well.
It's like Clash of Clans. If you want to join my clan, you have to have a town hall
Oh,
higher than 7.
With touring, you make a lot of friends that live in different states, and so it's hard to like do stuff to keep up with them. And so, if they're on tour, you're on tour, people are working, people are busy, you
I'll
just
stop
get
my
together.
I'll start you live first. That's so cool.
You get together in a group chat and say, okay, we're gonna play this night, and so everyone gets there, everyone joins in, and it's super fun because it's like you have been talking this whole time, even though it might have been like a few months and people are just busy. But it's a way to get you involved back in each other's life, talking, and then it just ends up being a really fun night where you're just laughing about a bunch of stuff and you're able to catch up without the like stress of saying, oh well, when are we gonna meet in person? We need to go to your state, we need to come to my state, that type of thing. It's very easy to do it online. So it was a very fun one. You can make all the kind of like snacks you want and eat them if you want to FaceTime them, or like Discord has it to where you can be in the voice chat, stuff like that. It's very easy to do that nowadays. So I definitely would
You're
recommend
really
doing
good
that.
dishwasher.
Our
That is
dishwasher
sound.
is really putting in the hard work tonight.
It sounds like a rainstorm.
Oh my goodness. Alright, number 19 is a little more serious one, but talk to a therapist. A lot of people are now really taking their mental health seriously because people have been stuck in their houses for a little bit and they've been forced to kind of look at themselves and be like, reevaluate what's really going on in their heads. And so it's very important to talk to somebody who can actually get you the help that you need. And it is a very scary step that sometimes you don't want to take because it's like, oh, well, I don't need to be the person who is going to a therapist and stuff. But that's to
Talk to
me,
Maggie, got
that
it.
is totally okay. And definitely don't think less of yourself for doing that. There's a lot of people who have to go to see a therapist just so it helps them get through the day and learn how to cope with things. And so that's a very common thing, and that's completely normal, and you should never feel bad about that.
That is also true. You could, what Baby Luca was saying, you could sub a therapist for a pastor.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I have a discipler at my church, and we call weekly. And it's just a person that can hold you accountable, and it could be whatever terms you want it to be, whether we're talking through a situation or something that you're struggling with, or you just want to learn about a topic. That's what I do, and then I do that for Jennifer is on right here, and so it's just like a cycle of continuing because then you start a ripple effect.
Yeah.
But
if there is an issue
And you don't
that
have
is
to,
a bigger,
you go first.
and there's something going on where it's like, okay, this definitely, I don't need to just talk to a normal person about it. Take that step and go see a professional, but definitely don't feel the obligation to go see somebody if you would rather talk to a pastor about it, or if you would rather talk to a parent about it. But then if they recommend seeing somebody who is a professional, I would definitely give them good consideration to their advice, just because you've already shared with them and that's their advice to you.
if there's a difference between Lila.
I was just gonna say, you also don't have to necessarily have a diagnosis of a mental health issue to have a therapist. You can literally see a therapist because you're stressed out, or see a therapist to solely just be like, I want to try it out and see what I get out of this, because
that usually helps before going that far deep into needing.
You don't have to be suffering daily and not being able to do things because your mental health is so fatigued. You can be living to what you think is just a normal life and be like, oh, I'm living at large, I don't really think I have anything bugging me at the moment. But if you see a therapist, they can even help you with tiny things you may have not even noticed, even just
That's clear.
being oh, when I see people talk like this, it bugs me, or just something random. But then they can be oh, well, if you do this, maybe it could help your work life, maybe it makes you a better
help with your family life.
maybe it helps your family life, maybe you can be a better whatever in a certain relationship, whether that's with family or friends or whatever.
And
It's just it doesn't have to be something scary or a something that's such a oh, you only go there if you are suffering with mental health incredibly bad. You could see a therapist whenever. It's literally it's a aid for people. It's there to aid you. It's going to see the doctor for checkups. It's a normal thing. So and it's definitely more normal now than it ever has been, and that's definitely a blessing, and take advantage of it. So if you have the means to do so, you have the financial ability to do so, or you have something that can cover it, I would suggest doing it.
We were also saying there's a difference between if you need a psychiatrist and going to a therapist. So if you really struggle with mental illness and other things, it's okay to go to a psychiatrist and they will help. Like Maggie was saying,
And a therapist can point you in that direction.
if you need medication and that kind of stuff. But that's a whole other topic. But this is just opening the conversation. It's not bad to want help.
Yeah. Alright. Number 20. Oh, number 20.
Almost there. We have 3 more.
Revisit old habits of interest. This is something I've done this year, which has really kind of helped me center myself again. And there was a time where I was just so focused on doing school and GFM work and doing all this stuff that you kind of lose yourself in that work cycle.
Yeah.
Where you never take time for yourself and you never take a second to do things that you're actually interested in. And so just think of a time 2 or 3 years ago. What were you really interested in? Did you really like reading? Did you really like playing video games? Did you used to play guitar? Did you used to, I don't know, watch movies and certain movies? If you really love this movie series, journaling, all this stuff. Take a second and go try it again and remind yourself why you loved it so much. And if you try it and you're like, oh, I don't know why I used to like this is boring, like you don't have to do it, but at least you gave it a shot and at least you
went back to that.
Took a second for yourself. Yeah.
It's cool to revisit it. It's like a little time capsule, but in your memories.
Yeah. That's just like, I hadn't read for like 3 or 4 years just because things had gotten so busy. And so the end of this year,
you would like complain. You're like, oh, I wish I could read more, or I used to read so much. And
yeah. And so the end of this year, I just decided to start reading again. And so now I've literally read 12 books already this year. And so, no, Brado, don't do that. But yeah, it's very
funny.
It can rekindle a spark and a passion that you have for something.
Plans. We got back in class plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, and it was the greatest thing ever.
Let's see. My last name.
Jacob, she is wearing the shirt you made.
I love this shirt. I love it a lot. Also, Lulu, for my Christmas, she got me a Clash of Clans merch, and it's a hoodie, and it says "Eat, Sleep, Clash, Repeat," and it's one of the greatest gifts ever.
What's the
number 21?
Pen pal.
Dude,
Dude,
I love
that's
pen
something
paling.
that you used to do as well. Like that's something like, oh, I used to do that, but I feel like I have no time. Make time for yourself. There's definitely a time, like, I know there's so many people who are incredibly busy, and you're like, I have no time. Like, you don't understand. I don't have time. But you should be able to prioritize yourself. Because if you are not able to prioritize yourself, then how are you living life? Like, how are you actually being able to live in the moment if all you are, like, prioritizing is work or, like, other people? Like, at some point, it's not selfish to prioritize yourself at some point. Like, yes, do for others and help others. But at the end of the day, if you aren't even able to take, like, 5 minutes just for yourself, then you're not able to, like, kind of treat yourself right. And I know a lot of people get lost in, like, oh, I just want to do for others and help others and treat others right. Well, how are you treating yourself right then?
Yeah.
Well,
and
and you're not treating everyone right
Yeah.
because
And
you're not
that's
treating
not
yourself.
selfish either.
You can't help somebody until you help yourself. And if you are completely lost in your work and in
You got lost
all
in
this
the
other
sauce.
stuff, if you got lost in the sauce,
That's okay.
how are you supposed to help somebody else get out of the sauce?
That's
you know?
okay, but just realize that, like, it's okay to take 5 minutes to go
Yeah.
write a pen pal to someone and be like, yo, what's up? Today I went to work. You wouldn't believe the outfit someone came in. It was wild. I also saw a raccoon on the way to work. That was pretty crazy. I hope you're doing well. My dog just ran to the light. And I made cookies for dinner. Have a good day. Signing off and ship.
Got a giant Bible.
Oh, really?
It's
It
5
doesn't.
minutes.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be this huge, long, like 6-page letter.
You
It
can
can
also
literally
look
be
on
a small
YouTube.
thing.
There's a whole community that make
Yeah.
pen pals, and
There's-
there's some really cool stuff.
There's
Starting
messages.
my with Yo.
or no,
I
messages.
started my letters with Yo, boy.
There's a websites that you can literally go to that will give you pen pals, and make sure that they're like the safe ones, so you're not just giving your address to a random person. But you can get pen pals from all over the world, and they're just people that want to write to people, and you can meet a new friend that way. And that way, you can mark off the make a new friend and the become a pen pal.
Or 3 in 1 because maybe you used to do it.
And maybe So there.
Or you do it with your grandma or your grandpa, because
Yes,
I'm sure
I
they
do
would
it
literally
with,
cry if they got letters from you.
One of our grandmas, she loved it so much, and she would send me something back every single time.
I did it with my aunt. She did really cool.
She hasn't sent it in a while, so I don't know if she doesn't like me anymore, but
There's some drama.
I thought you were gonna say, I don't know if she's still alive or not. I was
no,
like,
I know she's still alive.
No!
she's
I
alive.
can't say that for the other one, but moving on, number
Rest in
22.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. All right,
I
trying
met
to film
my
video.
pen pal from 4th grade a few years ago.
What?
That is cool.
They made a book about that. Actually, I don't remember.
Can I
What's
say
the
the
last
last
one?
Can I say the last
Yeah,
one?
go for
Yes, we have a bonus one after this, but this is the last one.
22.
I wish you said the last one was like, yeah, go for it. Try.
22.
so dark.
Alright, hit it.
All right,
22. The last one plus bonus. But 22. Try a new restaurant, store, or park that you are like,
That's a lot.
I would never go to that.
Yeah, if you
Do it.
always drive by a restaurant, you're like, oh, we should try that. Oh, we should try that. Oh, try it.
Do it.
This is the year. Try it.
We went to a Korean, is it a Korean store? Like a marketplace?
Yes.
Yeah, Kmart.
It was great. And I love it. And you get to try new things. And it was amazing. So, you should go do it.
Okay, and then, like, write about it. And then to your pen pal. Or
Write
journal
a
it.
book.
Or take
Become
a
an
picture
author.
there. Take
Become
Be
an
a
author. And then you're rich. And then Slipknot's rich.
New York's bestseller, and then you're selling millions, and then,
you can look back on this video
star.
And then you
us
better give GFM credit in
tip.
your acknowledgements because GFM told you to do that.
Go back to this video
Actually,
and like donate.
I know a couple
go
people
buy
writing
merch.
books. Oh my word, I'm totally blanking. I'm looking at her face. She has a sister and she's a Patreon.
Rachel Smith.
Yes, Rachel Smith. She's writing a book, and she already told us of some of it, and it looks and sounds really cool. So.
Go write a book.
All right, Lou, do you want to say the bonus song?
Sure. Clean out your food. Try to. Oh yes, this is really important. Okay, so a lot of people always are like.
Wait, you gotta finish reading it.
No, I gotta explain this first. Wait, say this.
No,
Everyone at the beginning of January, they're like, "Oh my word, I'm gonna go on this diet and I'm not gonna eat any of this stuff." No, don't do that. Stop.
Don't do diets.
Shut up. No, don't do that. Stop it. Right now,
Cancel
look at
diet
me.
culture.
Look at me right now. Don't do that.
If you're dieting,
Now that you're like actually listening, because you're like, "Oh my goodness, I don't have to do that." Sick. Try to limit the processed foods that you put into your body because processed foods is what is literally destroying our systems. It's destroying our digestive system. It's destroying
eating.
our like immune system. And people don't realize how much like it affects you. It doesn't just like make people gain weight. Like that's not what processed food does. It literally destroys your immune system. It destroys your digestive system. It destroys literally every single part of your body.
Your intestines aren't working right now because of that.
If you would not like, and it's not
Right.
just, oh, would you like to live a long life? No.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
It's not just like oh, you're gonna like die in your 30s. No, you're going to die a painful death, probably be on like a hospital bed because if you don't take care of your body, it's going to slowly like stop working, and that's gonna be very painful and a very hard death. You don't want that. You want to be like chilling in your 90s and then like
You're not allowed
vibing.
to, Rain.
So I would say cut out like processed
Rita?
foods.
You're not allowed to speak anymore.
Don't like
You're done. You're done.
try to cut down on your salt intake because that's really bad for your body. Try to cut down on processed food. Please try to cut down on sugar, if anything, because sugar is literally so terrible for your body, dude. If you're getting sick over and over, you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know why my immune system sucks. Look at your sugar intake. That's probably one of the reasons. What else? Drink your water, which is already on the list. And
like these, just because you're cutting your processed foods and like junk food doesn't mean you don't have to. Like you can find
can
healthy
eat
alternatives. These
healthy.
are gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free,
They're the best
grain-free.
cookies I've ever had.
Check
and I
your
don't like
That
ingredients
doesn't mean
list.
eat them every day. These are a splurge thing. Do not eat these every day because there's still sugar in
But
them.
it's
check on your
It's all about
ingredients
moderation,
list.
balance.
Make sure that your ingredients are good and like raw foods because literally that's what is our body needs. Our body needs fruit and vegetables and meat and like proteins and
Man, you
carbs
only eat 2 chicken nuggets and get
and
full.
fats. Like eat the good foods and fuel your body with fuel, and then you will feel good, and then you're mentally and physically feel good.
So,
Yeah.
I
Okay,
promise you.
So Doug is asking. He said he's confused. He doesn't know how to tell which ones are processed foods, which ones are fresh. Definitely try to just go to the produce section and get a lot of food there, which is
Processed foods
gonna
is
go.
this.
It's gonna tie into the making your own food.
Mhm.
To eat healthy, a lot of it's going to have to be homemade. All the like box things.
This is all
This is
processed crap.
processed.
This is processed food.
Our brother, he eats.
This is
Oh.
processed food. Chips and all
Those
this.
little like boxes.
Go get potatoes. Cut the potatoes thinly. Put them in the air fryer. There you,
You
go.
can make your own French fries. They're so good. But like even the box stuff that are like lean cuisine and like little healthy meal, those are so bad for you because they're so like there's
Yeah.
so many preservatives in them. Do not eat those. Make your
If
own
your food can last till 2042, do not eat it.
2042.
Dude, probably.
Oh, I thought you actually said that on the thing.
No.
But
okay.
also, we're just giving our own suggestions. So if we're saying that if you can only like afford certain things, it's just take little steps
it's
at
cheaper
a
to eat
time.
healthier as well. It is cheaper.
Take
If you
little
put up
steps at a
your-
time to incorporate a
Wait,
better,
who's
healthier
next?
lifestyle because it's
Don't
better
you
for
know?
your body, and we want to love our bodies. And
If
Rain, you're not
you-
trying to die. We are trying to sustain. So
It is a healthier. It has literally been proven. Like there are certain like meal plans and stuff that you can look up for
Yeah.
free online that are
This rant
healthier.
about food is a new low.
It's healthier and it's cheaper. You can eat like that and live like that. Because also you have to keep,
How old was I?
like keep an account. If you eat like crap and put processed food in your tank,
You're going to
you're
feel
going
like
to
crap.
have to pay for hospital bills in 20 years, and then you're literally paying more money.
as April said, she
Take care
took
of
out
your bodies.
90% of the white
And
flour and she lost 18 pounds.
Mobility. Hear me out.
Gluten-
Mobility is top tier.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't want to work out. If you're like, I hate working out, then don't work out because don't do something you don't want to do.
You'll see.
But mobility, stretch your muscles. Mobility is like moving around, doing stretches like this, doing stretches like this, like not
Stretches
just
before
like
you go to sleep.
Like mobility stretches will keep you be able to
yeah.
walk around.
Cut out
Cut
the white bread. If you're gonna eat bread, do like whole grain bread, multi-grain bread. Those are
in
good.
different countries, they have better
Yes.
wheat and
This is
actual
true.
produce. So Simon,
She's
you're probably
speaking truth.
okay. And
Simon, you probably have the freshest and good ingredients in your bread, so you keep eating your bread, brother.
But if you're
You're
very
good,
confused
Simon.
about all that, you can literally look it up online. They have things that will help you explain
Take
like
courses.
what is processed, what's
Learn
not
about it.
Lulu
processed.
actually takes professional classes, so that's why she knows a lot of this
I went to
stuff.
school for it. It's
So-
literally destroying our bodies. Please, please, please. I know a lot of
So
people
just
are
look
like,
it up. Sometimes it just takes a second
it's
to
not
look it up
about
on
the aesthetic.
Google.
I could care
And
less what like the aesthetic is. It's your insides of your body that are going to shut down if you keep eating processed food.
So get the everything bread at Subway, got it. Oh my Rain, you need to watch out because you what is the word? You have to watch out for your food right now.
Yeah.
Because
Just make sure you are taking care of it and making like mindful choices.
Type 1.
Make mindful choices with your food.
I
Think
do
about
an
it.
exception. Okay, obviously yes. So there are going to be times where you're like, okay, I just really want this. You can splurge, but everything should be in moderation.
Everything in moderation. 100,000.
And the majority of the food
I
you should be
should
eating
without
is
butter.
not processed foods. It's okay to have take a little break sometime and be like, oh, okay, I really, really like this candy or I really, really like these chips. I just want to eat them right now.
Yeah.
Give yourself the chips because you're just gonna keep thinking about that
And you're gonna probably eat the
it's-
whole bag.
yeah.
Like,
So you give it to yourself in that moment and then go back to
But if
your thing.
If you treat
eating
your body
non-processed
with
foods.
respect and you care for it and you don't eat that constantly, then when you do eat that, your immune system won't completely shut down and make you sick because it's fuel. It's ready to go. Because those things in those food is bacteria and it's destroying your immune system. So
And the only reason we say this type of stuff is because we love you guys and we want the best for you. If we didn't, we wouldn't say anything.
and honestly, at the end of the day, it is your body. So you do what you want to do.
And this helped us.
This is
too.
our knowledge. This is coming from our
This
brain
is
holes.
just so you can
We're putting it on the
remake
table.
yourself 2022, not like remake it, just bettering yourself.
We're putting our knowledge on the table. If you want to take it and use it in your life, go for it. If not,
Yeah.
that is 1,000% fine. You do what you want to do. You do what is best for your body. Obviously, there's dietary needs. There's a bunch of other needs that you come into terms that I know we're not able to pinpoint for each individual. But this is just us putting our knowledge of what we've learned either online or through school. So
This is a
That
big
is our
communication that we have between each other.
you want to take it, go for it. If not,
That's our
go
style.
for it.
We
But
say
definitely try one of those things.
say what we know is true, and we let the other person.
And this
Let us
list will be in the
speak, and we'll
description.
take whatever we
so
want.
Yeah.
you want to try one of
Listen
those things,
down below.
write them down. Go do something. Go try new food or meet a new person.
And let us
Well,
know if
right
you
now-
do it.
And we saw in the comments that you guys were talking to each other and helping each other out and saying reach out to me. So that was really cool to see.
Yeah.
So you
I
guys are
love
so
ri-
sweet.
Rice is
so
actually really good for you. Rice is great. It's a great
Jasmine
carb. It's a
rice.
great grain.
Amazing.
There's so many
Jasmine,
good different types of rice.
Yeah. And honestly, look it all up too. The knowledge is literally in front of us. This is what's great about our generation is that everyone knows everything. That was a joke. No one knows everything.
Here's your
but
cookie rain.
everyone thinks they know
Actually, you
everything.
can't have
so,
that. You can't have those.
She said his sugar went low.
Oh, never mind. You can
You
have
need
it.
So
to
there's
trace
so
this-
much
Give 'em a
knowledge.
double.
Actually, chocolate is
On everything.
slower, so you need something that's not chocolate. I learned that. Chocolate raises your blood too slow, so you need something else.
Juice.
But yeah, definitely
Like my
Take
lemonade.
a sip.
go have the fun times in 2022.
Yes.
Live it up. You never know when it's your last day, so live every day to your fullest. And if you're coming to a Fozzy tour, you best believe that day is going to be his fullest because it's going to be a blast.
That doesn't help. And we love you guys. We again are always so thankful for all of you, and
Jelly beans.
we wouldn't. I don't even know where we'd be without this group of community that we have, and it's super sweet. We got people from Germany, we got people from Australia, we got people all around the world. So it's just so cool to continue to grow this and see where it's gonna go.
Larry. Also,
Living
thank you to
like
all of
Larry.
our Patreons. There are some who are here watching us live right now, and if you are not, thank you very much for supporting us. If you would like to support us on Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/GFMBand, get all kinds of cool stuff and secret merch and all
And
kinds
next year
of
it's gonna be
information.
pretty crazy.
It's going to party. It's going to be an absolute party.
All right, thank you guys for joining. Make sure you follow us at GFMBand on all of our social media sites. Because, like we're saying, we're going to go on tour, and there's a lot of footage that's going to be coming out, a lot of TikToks, a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of stuff that's planned. See everybody when we see
There's
you.
never alone.
We hope you have a good rest of the year. If we don't see you on Friday, happy New Year. And
And go do some stretches.
do some stretches before
Go
you go to
stretch
sleep.
yourself and
Drink
drink some
some water.
water and eat some good food. All right. We love you guys.
We got to do the see ya.
Wait for me.
Everyone on camera, do it with us.
Everyone do it. This has been 2021.
T.
I can't believe it.
One.